What's happening? Welcome to a new video. So in one of my previous videos you will have seen that we went on a ridiculous journey from Bucharest in Romania to Kyiv in Ukraine. We are in Ukraine. You can actually hear Tanya drying her hair. We're about to leave this Airbnb. Check what we got. First, check this out. Look at this weird thing. Look at it, it's weird. I think it's some sort of, well, she said it was some sort of chimney, something like that. So, we're about to leave this Airbnb in Lviv. I didn't make any videos here. I've been here before. I have made videos in Lviv in the past, and it was super cold. So, what we're doing today is, you ready? We're getting on a train at 4:30. It's like 11 AM now. So we're gonna go to the centre and do some work. Digital nomad, you know, we can work anywhere. There's my laptop and my phone. About to go get some breakfast and whatever, lunch. Then we'll get on a tram. The tram actually goes right past this apartment. We are literally in the centre. So the tram, there's tram tracks there. Tram stop right there. But we're gonna go into the Vinnytsia Square and then jump on a Ukrainian train. Ukraine is the second biggest country in Europe, first if you do not count Russia. It is massive. So to get from Odessa, which is the south, to Kyiv, which is nearly the north, there's still quite a bit until you get to Belarus. Took ages on a bus, ages. You've seen that video. If you haven't seen that video, just go watch it. Mad. Then we stayed there for a bit and got a intercity train from Kyiv to Lviv, which took like 6 hours, 5 hours 50. And you sit in like a little compartment with 6 seats and you can close the door. But 2 of the seats, because it was first class, the 2 middle seats are out of bounds. But you can turn it into 4 beds, which the 2 guys that were in there did. They pulled the beds down, just went up and went asleep. So we chilled for nearly 6 hours on the, yeah, pretty much in our own room. They just literally didn't move. Today we've booked first class again. The price difference is double, but it's still pretty cheap. I think it's like £20 to go on this nearly 5-hour journey today, but it's a different train. I'm not certain how it'll look, but I'll show you. So like, you would think that Ukraine would copy someone like France, who've got actual super fast trains, but money. So it's to get from Bordeaux to Paris takes like 2 hours and it's very far. So we will show you what it's like on the first class train. I think the only other class on there is second class, and I think that's just like an open Platz cart. I'm not sure. We'll see. And then, oh yeah, the reason that we're going into the centre of Ukraine is I have to meet Tanya's parents for the first time, and we don't speak the same language. They speak Ukrainian, she speaks Ukrainian obviously, she speaks English. So there's a sister and her nephew speaks pretty good English for a child. And I will have to get by with my limited Russian and limited Ukrainian. It'll be fun. Anyway, so we've been together a while. You don't need to know all that. You can go figure it out on Instagram. So before I ramble too much, because how long have I been recording for here? 3 minutes, excellent. We're going to a place right in, well, the end of this train line before it goes off to Kyiv, called Vinnytsia, and we're staying there for the night. And then getting up super early to get in some random Ukrainian guy's car, and he's going to drive us to Monastyryshche, which is near where her parents live, and that's the closest we can get. So we're going to take you on this journey and like a bit more into my life, if you're interested at all, and if you are wanting to become some sort of digital nomad or work remotely, like these are the kind of things that we do. So come with. We're going out here. I'm going to go down there to Vinnytsia Square. I'll open it. Down there, by that church, no, clock tower, that is the town hall. Right, let's go.
They had served breakfast all day.
We're just looking for somewhere to eat, and I just want to show you this like dark church. If you were watching far back enough to see my Lviv video where it was cold, I came to this. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, we're just looking for somewhere to eat breakfast or lunch or whatever time it is now, 11:10. So should we go down there? she's on a call, a work call. Food coming. This is typical Ukrainian food. It's like a pancake, but it's got like cheese inside, and then sour cream and like berries, and obviously I've got a tea. She's got baked avocado, and I've already eaten, what did I have? I've already forgotten. Oh, I had like chicken pancakes. They were like burritos, but wrapped in pancakes, which was fantastic. So we're gonna sit here, drink my tea. She's actually still on a call. And that happened and fell right into her food a minute ago. Right, we'll tell you some more stuff in a bit. Right.
It must be train number 700.
716.
Yeah, so it's usually first platform. But
Ah, that's good news then. We left at 3 o'clock from the restaurant, and then went to the supermarket to buy snacks and dinner and stuff, like got noodles and that. But the people in the shop were taking so long, and like the urgency was zero, so we couldn't walk to the tram. We had to get a taxi, and then there was traffic. We've got here probably, I don't know, 15 minutes before we need to leave, which is not bad. So we're now going to go find the train and get on it. Wagon 8 we're on. It's Zag 30 something.
Lviv,
716, platform 1, which is which way?
any of this is the first platform.
Let's go this way then. So wagon 8, seats 56 and 55. You in?
Проходьте, пустите документи, проявляйте свої права.
Okay. Chocolate. Right, 56 and 55.
Water. Be careful. Water.
You go in. It's very good. Working.
Yeah.
So this is first class Ukrainian train. It's actually pretty nice. Seats are big, headrests and that, and they recline pretty nicely. It was double the price of second class. Last time we did this train, New Year's Eve, 2 years ago nearly, we did second class and it was very similar. Pretty good. We're on this for 4.5 hours and then we'll get off and go to a hotel. Also we got noodles, rice and chicken, and we will scran on that in a bit. So they're supposed to offer Wi-Fi in here, but it doesn't work. Not an issue, but the issue is that because we're going through like nowhere, the middle of nowhere, just like random fields and that there's no data coming through, no 4G, 5G if you've
It says we have 5G.
yeah, it says, but we don't have anything. I mean, you can just chill. It's only a 4.5 hour train, and as I said before, Ukraine's a massive country. This is a decent train. It's obviously a lot nicer than the one we got on here. That was like an old one. This is probably like brand new. We are going 78 kilometers per hour, and it was going 170 before. I still think that's a bit slow. I would say for such a big country, I think it should be going faster.
I think usually it's 190, 100 in Ukraine and Poland. Like I've been in similar trains, it was around 100. So 500 kilometers, 5 hours. This is general fast train.
Yeah. I'm not too sure on France's speeds. But Bordeaux to Paris takes like 2 hours, 10 minutes, and that's far. So, I mean, somebody can write that in the comments if they want. Anyway, nearly dinner time. I need to just turn that off because it's just not doing anything. Right, back in a bit. 53. So, a pound is 36. 70. And how much? 60. So, £2, just under £2. Like 150. See the sunset in the background, it's like bright orange, but on our side it's just black. It's class. We've got 40 minutes left and then we get to Vinnytsia. Welcome to Ukrainian Venice. Now we're gonna find the hotel. Wychód u miasto. But we need to be going south anyway, so that must be the way. We went the wrong way. My phone said that was the right way, and then I went in the shop and bought this, and then I looked at my phone again and it's like, no, that way. So we're going back down here, turn left, get out the other side. The hotel is not far away. We just need to walk straight down the road. But I've just seen something hilarious. Something called the Starving Coffee. Starving Coffee. Over there. Starving Coffee. We'll probably have to walk past that anyway. So we just left the train station, which is back there. And we walk down here for 400 meters and get to the hotel, which is just on the right somewhere. I booked it that close on purpose because in the morning, well, it's like 9 o'clock now, and we're gonna go in and just chill. In the morning at 7 o'clock, we get picked up for a 2.5 hour drive, something like that. And then we arrive in Monastyryshche. I'll show you the hotel in a sec. Found it. Big yellow sign.
Is this through? Yeah, open door.
Oh, door's already open. Grab the key. Just turn some lights on. That's probably the toilet light. Oh, missed it. Right. Right, not going to spend too much time with the camera on here because I can already see it's flashing on here. So, this is the hotel room. It's £20 a night. Quick bathroom. Look, fantastic. See you in the morning. It's like 6:55. We're waiting for Roman to pick us up in his BlaBlaCar, which is a thing I've only ever done in Ukraine. So this guy is coming to this hotel, and Tanya said he's got another girl in the car, and then I would assume we get in the back, and then we drive. It's probably about 2.5 hours, and I doubt we'll stop on that. We may do, but I doubt it. So I'll record a tiny bit of that, but I'm probably just going to sit in the back and listen to music because I don't understand what they're talking about. She'll probably talk for the whole 2 hours. Right, let's go. What are we doing? Here we wait in the 7 AM Vinnytsia sun, the low sun over there. Waiting for Roman to pick us up in front of the Optika. And I'm not even going to attempt to read that word for very long. No, I am actually. Yeah, here it is.
Мені здається, що я один раз якоюсь маршруткою їхала, і то не з Монастирища, чи то Леухи, чи яка там маршрутка. Один раз я під'їхала маршруткою в Вінницю, пересіла на Львів і все, більше я так не робила, бо щось тут дуже незручно. А це нам так дуже підфартило, що ви якраз...
Спасибо. Right, so we arrived in Monastyryshche, which is where you saw us get in the taxi. That's a town. It's a town, pretty small town, but there's lots of villages around. I won't tell you which village because of safety for her parents, but it's very much like where I lived in France. So there's few like houses, quite big houses, with like fields around them and big gardens, and they grow fruit and stuff. Let me quickly summarize the day, including yesterday. Woke up in Lviv, checked out at 11, went to that restaurant, stayed there till 3. We were supposed to leave at like 10 to 3 and then go to the bank. She needs to do some stuff. We didn't have time for that. Went to the supermarket, and they took so long to do everything in the supermarket that we had to get a taxi to the train station instead of getting the tram and going slowly. And we got there like 15 minutes early, which was cool. We got on the train, first class, totally different than the train we were on the time before on the way to Lviv. This was intercity plus. The other one was just intercity, and it had sleeping compartments, although that would have been really good on this, because although the chairs were comfy, lying down would have been really fun. Train was pretty empty, and it cost, I think it was £20 each for first class. It was half price to go second class. I don't think there was much difference, to be honest. Where on the normal intercity train, there's a big difference between first and second, whereas second class is just like an open thing with sit where you want or whatever. First class is like compartments, and there's only 4 people in a 6-person room. So we got on that train, we got off in Vinnytsia, you're seeing that, and went to the hotel, fine. Woke up 6:30, quick shower and that. Went outside to meet the guy, jumped in the car, sat in that really hot car for 2 hours. Tanya spoke to him a bit. The girl was completely silent. I think she fell asleep. The girl was in the front. He didn't speak much, which is fine. Dropped us off in the centre of Monastyryshche, and then we quickly ran in the shop and then went outside, jumped in that mad taxi, and he took us to Tanya's mum's house. Just met the family, first time. Can't speak a word of Ukrainian. I mean, I can speak some, and I can understand a lot. But I have to respond in Russian because that's the only thing I've learned. But not enough to have a conversation. But enough to get beat 5 times at chess by a dad within like 10 minutes of being in the house. So I'm pretty happy it's gone well. And from here, I might make some stuff. Right, you'll see if the next video's about a Ukrainian village, then I've made videos here. Because I'm not here for long, and then we go to Kyiv. Not sure how we're doing that yet. And then leave to another country. I have been to this country before. Tanya has never been. If you want to guess, feel free to write it in the comments. I will click the heart on whoever gets it right first. Staying there for a few days and then going to a neighbouring country. And then, so that starts the second year of full-time travel. It's still, I haven't finished mine yet because I didn't return to my country. Don't plan on returning there till it gets back to some sort of normal where I'm not going to get stuck. Still enjoying it. If anyone's interested in more stuff about traveling between places rather than me just putting like video from this place, then I'll keep doing them. If you're interested in like full-time travel and digital nomad stuff, you just need to let me know. I made this video because the feedback on the last one, the 1,100 kilometer trip, the feedback was that you want more stuff like this. So I'm happy to do it because it shows a bit more into what it's like to travel full-time. Although, just get this like in your head, I can't do it all the time because a lot of the time I walk out of the hotel room or the apartment, get in an Uber, go to the airport, get on a plane, get in an Uber to the next apartment and go in. So it's like too easy to make a video about. There's no point. Anyway, that's the end of this ramble. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.